Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope. But it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility. What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end, that resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin. And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great too. I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus Quarter seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Tassin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But Every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time. Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yumcha scene employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
no! Daydreaming again, little Bang-Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rocked.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a Bang-Boo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bang-Boo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yumcha Scene, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bang-Boo you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only I could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second. looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside. You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt. It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, "I like you, manager," you wouldn't find out either. Before deciding to watch this movie, I had a dream about it last night. In my dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song. I and Suno were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up. Even though the dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign. got me. Can't blame anyone for wanting to pinch something that looks that squishy.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on. Now that you mention it... just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe. Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay? Because the visuals and music really complement each other so well. Sometimes, even though I know it's not real, those feelings start to tug at my heartstrings. And then I end up getting all emotional. But then, looking at Suna and Arya's expressions, they seem genuinely touched. That's nice too. The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
Enjoy the movie magic. Come back soon.
Feel free to explore at your own pace.
new Aerodual appraisers. Rest assured, only genuine treasures await.
How do people figure out their dreams anyway? I've honestly never thought about it. I'm totally clueless.
Why don't we start with your hobbies? I mean, usually people's dreams are connected to stuff they like to do, right?
Hobbies? Duh! Ghost stories are my absolute favorite, obviously. But ghost stories are usually just a hobby, right? You hardly ever see anyone actually making bank off them.
What about a folklorist? I heard some of them specialize in ghost stories.
A folklorist? True. Folklorists do give off that spooky tales and urban legends vibe. But I don't think I want to be stuck doing theoretical research forever. That sounds more up Alice's alley.
Besides ghost stories, what other hobbies do you have? You know, something you're good at. Like keeping things lively? Does that count?
I know what you're thinking. You mean pranking people, right? You're so sweet. You wouldn't even say it straight out. But seriously, can pranks really be something worth dedicating your whole life to pursuing?
A magician kinda fits, right? Using clever tricks to totally mess with people's minds? That's your jam.
A magician? In a way, they do make a living off pranks, don't they? I mean, what's a better prank than pulling doves out of a handkerchief and vanishing into thin air right in front of everyone? But magicians usually come from super fancy families and start training very young. At my age, I don't think becoming a magician is really in the cards. Even though the path seems a bit different from the future I had in mind, and it's not exactly what Alice would call a dream, I'm just happy you think I'm cool enough to do this.
Is there anything you haven't done yet but are dying to try?
Something I want to try but never did? Let me think. Something like being a truck driver.
A truck driver? Why would you even come up with something so random?
I've watched a bunch of movies and enjoy a lot of genres, but road movies are my absolute favorite. They have this vibe that's both the saddest and the freest. And what's a road movie without a truck driver? A woman with a story that's totally different from how she looks, driving alone on the highway, all to protect something more precious than life itself. That sounds super cool! It'd be pretty awesome if I could become someone like that.
The truck driver thing kinda reminds me of someone I know. Just without all the drama.
Whoa! You know someone that cool? Come on, introduce me already. I feel like if I actually meet her, I might get some inspiration for my future. You're Piper? You look different from what I was expecting. I'm Yuzuha. Nice to meet you.
Ooh, so you're Yuzuha. What an adorable little girl. Oh, Proxy, you've brought another new compadre. Seeing such a youngin' makes the youthful spirit in this old soul burn bright again.
Youngin? Belle, don't tell me Piper looks small, but she's actually ancient?
Okay, so Piper's age is a total enigma, but she's super reliable. You can totally count on her, for real.
Let's skip the small talk, Yuzuha. Or do you want to play trucker? Hop on in.
Oh, I get it. It's like that movie quote. Truck drivers face the world with their bodies, not their minds. So this is what life's really like for truck drivers.
So Piper might not be your typical trucker, but she's definitely living her best life. So, Yuzuha, any inspiration hitting you yet?
Yes, Belle, I'm so happy. Thank you. You helped me find my heart again. Being here isn't much different from being there. As long as you're free on the inside, the whole world feels free. I was like trying to be all inspired by Alice with her super focused life and everything. That's just not Ukinami Yuzuha, you know? Belle, I realized I don't want to be Alice at all. A girl pure like Crystal is admirable because she's all clear and steady. But I'm no Crystal. I'm more like a pomelo leaf, just floating around on the waves, always changing, but free to go wherever.
You've got your own life, totally different from Alice's. And even though Alice's dreams might be shiny and all, I think your free-spirited way is just as awesome.
Yeah, even if I don't have Alice's dreams or a future all figured out, and I'm just full of what-ifs, so that just means my possibilities are endless. I'm just me, Ukinami Yuzuha. True to my name, I drift freely across this sea of a world. Sure, I'll face some danger or pain. There will always be encounters, always be surprises. Maybe someday I'll find that direction everyone's always talking about. But for now, I'm not gonna stress about it. Just living my best life as me right now in this very moment. That's the life Ukinami Yuzuha has chosen.
If this is the path you've chosen, then I truly hope your wishes come true. And that you never lose the joy you're feeling right now.
I'm a girl with S-rank luck after all. I'll make a wish for you and everyone. But could we keep what happened today as a secret between you and me? It feels like you saw a rare moment of doubt in me. So please, treasure this memory. And don't forget it, okay? If you forget, I'll transform into the Prank Witch and turn everything you've ever loved into pomelo leaves. have a secret you want to share?
Last breath.
As the shadows.
Time for breaking through.
Don't worry, one swing will do. That's as far as you go. worry, one swing will do. Rest amidst the ice!
Turn up the heat! Oil in the pan! Last breath! Jesus!
Where are you going?
Turn up the heat!
Don't worry, one swing will do. Where are you going? Rest amidst the ice!
Breaking through!
Why struggle? Welcome to my Jupiter. Now, little cuties, crush them! You did your best tonight. Take it easy.
I'll take you!
Home run! You got Kick into gear.
I'm here. What's this?
Billy time!
Keep
Wanna catch a bullet?
I'll sweep up!
Ready and waiting. I've got super. No.
It's out.
Once time for some more. Achieving greatness is just like cooking a small dish. Once upon a time, I just wanted to be a cook.